With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. Oh, some strong running. And now look at him go. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the option. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll run it here. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught at the end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This one taken just inside the 10. And some room to roam now. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Get set, get set.
Carr going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now, 3rd and goal. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Butker able to put this one through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
3-19.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw his Carr. They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Z. Ready. 319. 319.
On 2nd down, Taylor eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Penny. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Man open, it's Crump. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now we toss play. It's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Taylor. That's complete. The former basketball star, Rico Gathers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Taylor. And that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams have fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at the turn.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Taylor. And this one's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-8. Butker now to kick this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way out to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Flush to his right. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long, it's Taylor. And he fires one, but incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run. This is Hunt. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Get set. You ready?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run with Hunt. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Z.
This time Taylor will throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Kimdichie in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Carr. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is Carson. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Reggie Ragland in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Kansas City, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Seattle, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, bet it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, throw rock body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the bed back on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah,
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or
Wait,
win. Win, 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 win.
yeah.
Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
Win.
These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matt Black 2 dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep score. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These BBS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah,
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or
Wait,
win. Win.
yeah.
Curve everything else. Win. These I'm saying. Win. Start chasing that. Win.
Yeah.
You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Drought side. I got the bounce side and that loud get your money. None of mine on some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field, duck hunt. Hit my just a, and he was like, boop.